Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to walk through the steps to set up a basic course shell or skeleton. So once you log in with your teacher account, by default, you're brought to your classrooms page. So I can see I have one active classroom where I've got students rostered and students working. To create material, we actually sort of need to shift our focus away from our classrooms and out onto our library. To do that, at the very right top of the screen, we're by default on classrooms. Just click library, and that will bring you to a page that looks like this. From here, you can browse any of the material included in the curated libraries or the Gooru catalog. You should note that the Gooru catalog contains every single item created by any Gooru user anywhere in the world, so it is a very large catalog. To create your own content, click on My Content. So let's do that. Now that brings me to a page that looks like this. So I can see I've created one course so far. This is the course I've created. I can see my name here. I can see collections that I've created, assessments that I've created, and on down the line. So I'm interested in creating another course. So to do this, I'm going to go to the blue Create button on the right-hand side, click on it, and that'll give me all these options of things to create. I'm going to click Course. So right away, I'm asked for some very basic information. So I'm going to type in the course title. You can add in an expected time to learn from the very first unit to the last, or you can leave this blank. If you have a specific publisher of your material, you can select that, or you can leave that blank. And you can select a category. So my course is a K-12 course, so I'm going to select that category. Then just click Create, and now you've got a very basic outline of your course. So this top section of your course is all the preliminary information. This is editable anytime you want. So if you decide to change the course name, you can do that. Just come up here and click Edit. You can add a thumbnail, description, all that information. I'm going to leave the description and the summary blank for now, but I am going to select the category and then apply a framework to my course. So this is required in order for you to tag items in your course and to have mastery be tracked on a skyline. So I know that my course is middle school math. I'm going to click on math as the subject, and here are all the frameworks I have to choose from. I'm going to just go with a basic Common Core state standards, and then I'm prompted to add a math course. So this is middle school math. I'm going to select grade 6, 7, and 8, and those are added. Again, you can change this at any time. You can update it, remove, add, anything like that by just coming up here and clicking Edit. The only other thing I'm going to add at this point is the audience. For my course, I'm going to select all students. Okay, I'm going to save, and now that information has been added to my course information. So if you scroll down, this is the editor portion of your course. This is where you're really building out the shell and then filling it in with content. So the basic structure of a course in Gooru is unit and lesson. So to create a new unit, you're just going to click on Create New Unit. Let's title this Unit 1, Fractions. I'm going to create another unit. We'll say Unit 2, Decimals. And then I can keep on creating as many units as I'd like. If you want to remove a unit, you can delete it. If you want to copy it, you can do that as well. So now that we have the units established, let's create the lessons. To do that, I'm going to click on the unit, and I can see my option here is to create a new lesson. So I'm going to click on that. So I'm going to type in the lesson name, and you can title this or structure this any way you want. So I've typed in Lesson 1. You don't have to do that. You can totally make this customized to your course and what your students will see. So Lesson 1, Parts of a Fraction is my Lesson 1. I can add in guiding questions, descriptions, expected time to learn. I'm not going to do that now, but I can come back later and add that information. Once I've named my lesson, I'm going to click Save. There's my lesson. Let's add one more lesson, and let's do adding fractions. And again, I'm going to click Save, and there's my lesson. So I can see I've got Unit 1 has 2 lessons in it. Unit 2 does not have any lessons in it, and I know that to add lessons, I just click on the unit, and then I click on Create New Lesson. So we've got one more level of information to provide. I've got Unit 1, Lesson 1. Now we need to fill it in with content. To do that, I'm going to click on the lesson, and I can see these green buttons here give me lots of options to add content to my lesson. If you've already created a collection of resources or an assessment, you can select from my collections or from my assessments. So let's say I've already created a collection on parts of a fraction. I can click on that from my collections, and I've got a list here of all the collections I've created. I can find the one that I want and then click on it and click add, and it's added to my lesson. If you need to remove it, you can just click the trash icon or this little minus sign. Both of those will remove it from your lesson. If you don't have something created, that's okay too. You can create a new collection or a new assessment or even a new activity. Very briefly, a collection is a bundle of resources. They can take any form. Oftentimes it's videos, simulations, uploaded documents, and you can also include practice questions that are not used to assess mastery. An assessment is what we use to assess mastery or growth or gains in standards. So the collections are resources, the assessment is kind of like a check for understanding or a mini quiz, and an activity is an offline activity that students can print out and then submit later.